Hey everybody, it's A. One of the things I find most fascinating about the internet is how much information is out there. Like seriously, it's an endless library of knowledge, but here's the catch. Not all of it is accurate. And when it comes to something as important as our health, believing misinformation can have some real consequences. That's why today, we're tackling a topic that's often shrouded in myths and misconceptions: diabetes. We're diving deep into the top 7 myths about diabetes that have been circulating for way too long. From sugar consumption to exercise, we're separating fact from fiction and giving you the information you need to stay healthy and informed. Because let's face it, understanding diabetes is about more than just memorizing facts. It's about having open and honest conversations, challenging our own assumptions, and advocating for ourselves and our loved ones. So let's get right to it. Welcome to our channel. Today we're debunking some of the biggest myths about diabetes that have misled many people. Stay tuned to find out the truth. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room, or should I say the sugar cube in the pantry. Myth number 1 is a classic. Eating too much sugar causes diabetes. Now, while it's true that a diet overflowing with sugary drinks and treats isn't doing anyone any favors, it's not the sole cause of diabetes. Think of it this way. Imagine your body as a car, and sugar is like the fuel. Now, if you constantly overload your car with fuel, it's going to put a strain on the engine, right? Similarly, when we consume excessive amounts of sugar, it can lead to weight gain, and being overweight or obese is a significant risk factor for developing type 2 diabetes. But here's the thing. Type 2 diabetes is a complex condition influenced by a whole bunch of factors, including our genes, family history, ethnicity, and lifestyle choices. It's not as simple as saying sugar equals diabetes. It's about the bigger picture of our overall health. So while cutting back on sugary drinks and desserts is always a good idea for everyone, it's not the only piece of the puzzle when it comes to diabetes prevention. We've got to look at the whole picture, you know? Alright, myth number 2 is one that I think really highlights the misconceptions surrounding diabetes. People with diabetes can't eat sweets. This one always makes me shake my head because it's just not true. And honestly, it perpetuates this idea that people with diabetes have to live incredibly restrictive lives, which isn't the case at all. Having diabetes doesn't mean you have to say goodbye to birthday cake or the occasional ice cream cone forever. It's all about balance and making informed choices. See, managing diabetes is about managing blood sugar levels, and while sugary treats can definitely cause those levels to spike, it's not about completely eliminating them. It's about enjoying them in moderation and as part of a well-balanced meal plan. Think of it like this. If you know you're going to have a slice of pie after dinner, maybe you choose a lighter, less carbohydrate-heavy meal to help balance things out. It's about making those conscious choices and working with healthcare providers to create a meal plan that works for each individual. Because everyone's different, and what works for one person might not work for another. Myth number 3 is one that I think really needs to be debunked because it perpetuates harmful stereotypes. Only overweight people get diabetes. This simply isn't true. While it's true that obesity is a significant risk factor for developing type 2 diabetes, it's not the only factor, and it doesn't mean that people who aren't overweight are immune. Diabetes doesn't discriminate. It can affect people of all shapes, sizes, ages, and backgrounds. Remember how we talked about type 2 diabetes being a complex condition? Well, genetics play a huge role, meaning that some people are genetically predisposed to developing the condition regardless of their weight. And then there's type 1 diabetes, which is an autoimmune disease where the body's immune system mistakenly attacks and destroys the insulin-producing cells in the pancreas. Type 1 diabetes has nothing to do with weight or lifestyle choices. So it's crucial that we move away from this narrow view of diabetes and recognize that it's a multifaceted condition that can affect anyone. Let's ditch the stereotypes and focus on understanding the science and the individual experiences of those living with diabetes. Chapter 4, Myth 4, Diabetes. It's not just about sugar levels. This next myth is one that I think is really dangerous because it downplays the seriousness of this condition. Diabetes is not a serious disease. This couldn't be further from the truth. Diabetes is a chronic illness that requires ongoing management and, if left unmanaged, can lead to a whole host of serious health complications. We're talking about an increased risk of heart disease, stroke, nerve damage, kidney disease, vision problems, and even amputations. These are not things to be taken lightly, and it's not just about physical health either. Living with diabetes can take a toll on mental health as well. leading to increased stress, anxiety, and even depression. Managing diabetes takes effort. It requires daily monitoring of blood sugar levels, medication, lifestyle modifications, and regular checkups with healthcare providers. It's a commitment, and it's something that should never be taken lightly. So, let's be clear, diabetes is a serious condition, but it's a manageable one. With the right information, support, and self-care, people with diabetes can live long, healthy, and fulfilling lives. Alright, let's talk about food again, because myth number 5 is one that I think creates a lot of unnecessary fear and confusion. People with diabetes need to follow a special diet. Now, while it's true that people with diabetes need to be mindful of their food choices, it's not about following some restrictive, joyless diabetic diet. In fact, the eating principles that are recommended for people with diabetes are actually beneficial for everyone. It's all about focusing on whole, unprocessed foods like fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains, while limiting processed foods, sugary drinks, and unhealthy fats. It's about making sustainable changes to your eating habits that you can maintain long-term. And you know what? It doesn't have to be boring. There are tons of delicious and satisfying recipes out there that fit within a diabetes-friendly eating plan. So ditch the idea of a diabetic diet and embrace the concept of a healthy and balanced eating pattern that works for you and your individual needs. Myth number 6 is one that I think highlights the importance of understanding how diabetes works. Insulin cures diabetes. While insulin is an essential hormone for regulating blood sugar levels and is a life-saving medication for many people with diabetes, it's not a cure. Think of it this way. If your pancreas is a factory that produces insulin, and for some reason, the factory stops working properly, like in type 1 diabetes, or it's not producing enough insulin to keep up with your body's needs, like in type 2 diabetes, then insulin therapy is like bringing in insulin from an outside source to make up for the shortage. It's like providing your body with the insulin it needs to function properly, but it doesn't address the underlying issue with the factory itself. Managing diabetes is an ongoing process that involves monitoring blood sugar levels, taking medication as prescribed, making healthy lifestyle choices, and working closely with healthcare providers. So, while insulin is an incredibly important tool in diabetes management, it's not a cure. It's part of a comprehensive approach to managing the condition and preventing complications. And finally, let's tackle myth number 7, which is one that I think prevents a lot of people from engaging in activities they enjoy. People with diabetes can't exercise. This is absolutely not true. In fact, regular physical activity is incredibly beneficial for people with diabetes. Exercise helps improve insulin sensitivity, meaning your body can use insulin more effectively to lower blood sugar levels. It also helps with weight management, reduces the risk of heart disease, improves circulation, boosts mood, and just makes you feel good overall. Now, it's important for people with diabetes to talk to their doctor before starting any new exercise program, especially if they have any other health conditions. But in general, most types of physical activity are encouraged, from brisk walking and swimming to dancing and strength training. The key is to find activities you enjoy and make them a regular part of your routine. So get moving, have fun, and experience the amazing benefits of exercise for both your physical and mental well-being. Well, there you have it, folks. The top 7 myths about diabetes debunked. I hope this video has armed you with the knowledge you need to navigate the world of diabetes with confidence and clarity. Remember, information is power, and the more we know about diabetes, the better equipped we are to support ourselves and our loved ones living with this condition. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends, family, and social networks. Let's spread accurate information and break down the stigma surrounding diabetes. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more informative and engaging content. Thanks for watching, and remember, you've got this. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more informative content. See you next time.